So, welcome back to another episode of Ordlea Origins. I am, of course, Will, or the Halfling Wizard, as I am known about many parts. And I get to be the chaos facilitator for this awesome group. And we're going to let this awesome group go around and let them tell you who they are, who they're playing, and what's the very first thing they think about when they wake up the next morning after having gone through everything that they went through. Well, but the ones that remember everything. So we'll start with in alchemy order here. We're going to start with Nick first.
Hey everybody, I'm Nick. Tonight I'll be playing Varric Wolfspear Vigari, the Goliath Barbarian. Varric was dead tired when he ended the last session. I believe he was prone on his belly talking to Kieran, just with his head turned. So I think in true Varric style, when he wakes up, is just meat and mead. That's what's going to be on his mind.
Okay. That is totally fair. I think meat and mead is always on his mind.
That is true, but it is also on his mind now. So,
all right, let's go with Taryn next.
Hello, everybody. I'm Taryn. I'm playing Bellador Vesh, your paladin that doesn't like anybody he's in a group with. The first thing he thinks about when he wakes up is making sure he still has his awesome new jacket, because that's probably the greatest improvement to his clothing that he's had in a really long time. Because he's been adventuring for a while and all of his clothes are just sweaty and gross. And yeah.
Yeah. And probably I can only imagine his absolute horror of him being just like, ugh.
Yeah, he does not enjoy being gross.
Yeah, I can imagine. All right, Lisa.
Yay, I remembered to unmute. I'm Lisa, D&D Winterwolf on TikTok and Discord. I play Willow Rayvire, a Eladrin druid. Her first thought is, oh my god, let's get out of this town before something else happens.
Oh, that's also fair. Very fair. All right, Kel.
Hey guys, I'm Kel, also the Celtic Wyvern King, playing Kieran, the Aasimar lore bard. And Kieran is probably still miffed at the fact that Xibalba tricked him into the goddamn deal.
Hey, he did what he had to do.
Oh, I know. I know. And he's probably still thinking that when the time comes, he's definitely going to be like, hey, did that get some years off for me?
Yeah, or it might add a few.
Oh, if he adds a few, he is probably going to try to find someone to get vengeance on Xibalba.
That is very fair. Very fair indeed. All right, and last but not least, Kristen. Just tell us who you are, who you're playing, and you don't have to answer the question because Mint's been somewhere else.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So I'm Christian. You can find me under temporary hit points, and I play Mint Orcanus.
What is it?
Goblin Bloodline Paladin, Oath of the Dragon. And I don't know where I am. I will find out today.
You will indeed. So, all right. And of course, I am again Will, a Halfling Wizard. And we're going to jump right in. So, when last we were here, a lot happened. We had God visited, tried to make a deal with everybody. Some people took the deal right away. Others had to be coaxed into it. It's coaxed into it. Zabalba's pretty. He's pretty confident that everyone's going to sign. He's pretty confident because he's got ways.
What? For the love of God, Gigi. Can y'all hear her?
Yeah, very loudly, by the way.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was actually about to put in Discord about that.
So, yeah. So then we were all attacked. Well, you all were attacked by dusk wraiths again. Many of you had gone down, and Kieran finally said, "Hey, Zabalba, if you will end this, I'll sign the contract." And
Yep, right before Varric was about to get sucked off.
Yep, literally. His soul was on its way out.
Thank you for clarifying that.
You're welcome. As he made the deal with Zabalba, Zabalba waved his hands and then, mystically disappeared for dramatic effect. At which point the dusk wraiths all disappeared. The curse was lifted from the town. And basically nobody remembers anything except for Kieran. He's the only one that remembers everything. Everybody went back to the tavern, and I think Varric, I think you were just laying face down on the ground outside. And I think Bellinor went and took a bath. Kieran, you crashed, right? I think he crashed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, went and got a drink in the bar.
All right.
Confronted Varric, told Varric what happened.
That's right. So, that's right. Kieran wanting to tell somebody. Went to Varric.
I had to convince someone, and Varric seemed like the one who probably wouldn't think I'm crazy right off the bat.
That's fair. It was a very talented death wraith. There was two of them actually. So Kieran confessed, or I don't know what you want to call it, to Varric about everything. And what was it, Varric, that you asked him before, that you would believe him if he told you what?
That he was a rat man.
That's what.
Yeah, his verbatim was, "Confess you're a rat man, and I'll believe you."
And Kieran, he sort of half told half truth. But
I was like, I don't know about turning into it, but I definitely was infected.
I don't know about the other part. Because if I was a rat man, I wouldn't remember anything. So then, so Varric said, okay. And then we all crashed. Everybody went to bed. Bellinor finished his bath. He was given a gift from the owner of the bathhouse. Her name was Aunt B. And it was like this really, really, really nice sort of like a smoking jacket almost. It's like velvet, and it's beautiful. What did the card say, Bellinor? There's my book. I would tell you what it said if I could find my book, but I can't find my book. But basically, Aunt B saying, "Here's something for you, in case you might need it." So I don't think that was it. But
Yeah, my bad. I was muted. Yeah. I was so confused. I was like, wait, I'm speaking. Hello? But no, it basically, it said, this is for you, and I hope you like it, more or less.
Okay.
And he is showing it off to everybody because it's his new favorite thing.
Fair enough. So then everybody kind of went to bed. Now let's talk about Mint. What's Mint been up to? for
What
this
has
entire night. This entire night of them fighting these dusk wraiths, making deals with gods, and so Mint has been with Granny this whole time.
Let's go.
So, in the heat of this sort of dusk wraith battle, Mint found himself on Granny's porch. He turned around one moment to attack a dusk wraith, and then he finds himself on Granny's porch. So let's go there, shall we? So while the events of the dusk wraith nightmare was happening, Mint is whisked away. And I'll bring us up to the shade and shroud, just because.
Oh, cool.
Okay. So you're turning to fight a dusk wraith, and you find yourself on the front porch. You don't really know that it's Granny's front porch, but you just find yourself on the front porch of this house that's, kind of like a southern farmhouse with a nice wraparound porch, rocking chairs. He finds himself there in a rocking chair, sitting in a rocking chair.
He just kind of looks down at his, I guess, dangling feet, and it's like rocking back and forth. I guess he's holding the lizard shanker.
Yeah, he got it in his hand.
What?
Oh, baby, there you are. As Granny comes out
Oh, Granny.
with a tray with 2 glasses on it.
He like quickly stows the blade and pops up excitedly.
He's like, "Here you go, honey." And he sets the tray on a little table between the 2 rocking chairs. Hands you a tall glass of some liquid.
He's gonna smell it and then probably take a sip.
No, it is delicious.
This is simply the best.
It is, the Orlean version of like Southern tea.
Oh, I love Southern tea.
Southern iced tea.
Yeah.
With a little bit of
The only way to brew it is in the sun.
Yep, exactly. And she sits down in her rocking chair and just starts rocking and sipping on her tea.
So, it's like he doesn't know what to. He's like basically he doesn't want to say what am I doing here, and he's trying to figure out. He's like trying to find the words to not be rude and also ask what is he doing here. So this tea's good, or this drink's good. He doesn't know it's tea.
Yeah, she's got her fan going. She's like, "It's mighty hot today, isn't it?"
Yeah, it's much hotter here than it was in that dusky swamp with all those wraiths. By the way, why am I here?
Speaking of, oh baby, I couldn't let you get hurt by those awful things, so I pulled you over here.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Cookie?
Yes.
Suddenly a tray out of nowhere. Just like piled with these cookies on it.
All of his questions have gone. Now he's just eating cookies. What party? What dusk wraiths?
I don't know. I have friends. Wait, what? And she just sort of like talk. I mean, it's really kind of like it's awkward small talk. I mean, not necessarily awkward for her, as in I don't know what to say. It's just sort of like ooh, the geese are flying low this season, and just like random sort of like Southern phrases.
Geese are kind of like pheasants that fly in the sky.
Mm-hmm. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Does that mean you want me to kill a goose?
Now, 2 in the hand is worth 1 in the bush.
Well, oh, okay. Isn't that expression that means that I shouldn't go seeking something that I want if I already have the thing that I need?
Row, row, row your boat.
I was on a boat once.
Ooh, I got something for you, sweetie. And she gets up and goes in the house. And you hear like pots and pans moving around, kind of clanking. Like she's digging and looking for something. You hear her muttering to herself. Oh, now where did I put that? It's in here somewhere. Clap, just like just tearing the place apart.
Need any help in there?
No, honey, I got it. You take a load off your feet there, baby.
Oh, okay.
She just eats more cookies.
Just eat more cookies. And then, oh, here it is. I knew I had it here somewhere. And she comes back out. And she goes, here you go, honey. And she hands over to you your dragon egg.
Oh, thank you.
She said, honey, you need to hang on to this. You shouldn't just leave it laying about everywhere.
Yeah, sometimes I forget about it. Well, not so much forget, but it's big, so it's hard to carry. I'm so small and cute.
Well, that is true, honey. But you need to take this back with you and throw it in the fireplace.
Oh,
Keep it warm.
okay. I'll do that right away.
You got a long road ahead of you, honey.
Well, hopefully I can find a horse because I have short legs.
Maybe one of your friends can carry you or something. I don't know.
I think the paladin might be willing to carry me. No, probably not.
I don't know. He seems nice. Though a little self-centered, he seems nice, though.
Yeah, he's an odd one, that paladin.
Nice, but I see good things coming from him.
Oh, yeah? Well, you have to be right, because you took a chance on me.
I did indeed, baby. And a good chance it was. And she like pinches your cheeks.
He's just, blushes.
And he's going to be like, all right, honey, I think it's time. And she kind of looks at the sun up and down. Yeah, I think it's time for you to head on back now.
Oh, okay. Can I take some of these cookies?
Oh, absolutely. You know you can.
Scoops the plate.
Scoops the whole plate in. She said, that nasty business should be done by now. I believe one of my brethren stepped in and helped.
Oh, cool.
He's such a kind soul.
What's their name?
Oh, I call him ZZ.
ZZ.
He doesn't like that.
He doesn't like it.
No, his real name is boring and kind of blah. It's Z Balba or something. I don't know.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
I just call him ZZ. He didn't like it.
Okay, next time I see him, I'll be sure to remind him.
Yes, you tell him Grandma said, hey, ZZ.
I will. I'm sure he'll like that.
Oh, I'm sure he will. All right, now.
Some of this drink inside of my water skin?
Sure you can.
Just like
just pour the water out and pour it in.
Yeah.
Who needs this?
Yeah.
Who needs this healing potion? I want whatever this is. And she'll be like, all right, honey, time to go on back.
Okay, Granny. Bye.
And as you sort of turn to go back, as you're transitioning from her world to the real world, you hear her go, oh, yes, honey, don't forget to follow the Amber Road. Stay on the Amber Road.
What was that?
As you as you find yourself standing outside the tavern door.
Okay.
And it's the next morning. And you are completely like as if you had a long rest.
Oh, okay. So he just looks around, and I guess, does it look like the last time he saw the tavern, everything was like broken and being attacked?
Now it looks pristine. Like nothing has ever happened here. The town is full of life. There's greenery everywhere. The sun is shining. There's no mist. There's no anything. It's completely different.
Wow, ZZ does good work.
He like just walks inside.
All right. Out of the other folks, who's the first to get up in the morning? All right. What do you do? Willow. You're muted.
I get up, meditate for a little bit, check all my gear, and then I go down to see about breakfast.
Okay. So as you come downstairs, you come into the dining area as Mint comes to the door. Now,
Morning.
remember, real quick, Mint,
Okay.
you remember everything up to the point you went away.
Yeah, I think the last thing he did was he thought he was able to successfully like kill one of those things because they disappeared into the fog.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if he got to talk to ZZ or not.
No, he didn't get to talk to ZZ.
So that was probably the last thing he remembers is that.
Mm-hmm.
Morning, Mint.
Morning, Willow. How are you doing?
I feel great. You were up early?
Well, Granny made sure to get me back in time.
In time for what?
I guess to see you guys. I don't know. She said something about the Amber Road. Amber Road. Amber Road. Amber Road.
Okay. You hungry?
Always.
Okay. So do you guys get a table?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who's the next to wake up? I feel like Bellinor is going to be the last one to wake up.
Yeah, I mean, they were the last one to go to bed, so that makes sense. I think it'll probably be Kieran next.
Okay. So Kieran, you get up. What's Kieran's routine in the morning? Or does he have one?
So he doesn't really have one. It's like get up, get dressed, just go down. Doesn't even mess with his hair.
Okay.
He goes with the natural bedhead look.
I love it. Okay. All right. So as you come downstairs, you see Mint and Willow sitting at a table. Getting ready.
As soon as I
for
see
their
Mint,
breakfast.
as soon as I see Mint at a table, I'm going to walk up. I'm going to be like, hey, Willow, give me just one moment. I'm going to grab Mint by the arm and walk outside with him.
Oh, okay.
I'm going.
Whoa, the nudist is taking me away to be a nudist. No.
Be secretive. I don't care.
Taking you off to be a nudist. I love it.
Once outside, I was going to go, where the hell have you been?
Oh, I've been with grannies.
Actually, I don't even know why I asked that. You probably don't remember what happened.
No, sure I do. There was fog and these weird monsters that I totally defeated all on my own. While you all were like running around the house or this room, like acting crazy.
Wait, hold on. You remember the Dust Wraiths?
Yeah, well, kind of. I mean, they were weird looking.
Okay, thank God there's another person who won't think I'm crazy when I try and tell everyone else then.
Tell everybody what?
None of them remember the fight.
Oh. How much don't they remember?
The entire time since we came into this damn village.
Really? Oh, so then you must feel very confident now that they don't remember your nudity.
No, they still remember that.
Oh, so it's like selective memory. Ah, strange.
No, it's called there's a particular god who's a bit of an asshole, and I'll look over the sky, just going like, I know you're listening, type look.
Is that ZZ?
What'd you say, Christian? I didn't hear you there.
Is that ZZ?
ZZ, what?
Yeah. Yeah. Grant totally broke character now. Granny totally told me about her brethren, Zabalba, who she affectionately calls ZZ, which he loves. He loves to be called ZZ.
Okay, yes, it was a Bulba, and again, yeah.
Oh, I don't remember any of that. I just remember the Dustgrave.
Well, if you're apparently at Granny's, because Kieran has no idea what the fuck you mean by Granny's.
Oh, that's Old Lady of Essus.
Old Lady of Vessus.
Hold on. Hold on. Can I roll to see if Kieran will remember Evessus?
Absolutely.
Oh, he's gonna just continue explaining, but do it.
I mean, that guy. I mean, you can still do that. Though I just want to see how the roll goes.
Imagine the largest red dragon you've ever seen in your life, like a great wormling or something of that nature, but all inside of like this tiny old nice southern lady who gives you cookies. Oh, by the way, do you want a cookie? It's made from the
what
bone
does
of her
11
enemy.
give me, by the way, real quick, Will?
The name sounds familiar.
Okay, so it's probably one of the blocked off memories then.
Yeah.
Okay, so after hearing Mint explain everything, going like, wait, are those the same cookies that make us all cough up a lung?
I don't know. I like them. Oh yeah, that's right. They do.
Okay, yeah, no, thank you then. And two, just okay, we're ignore the whole disappearing to Granny's a bit. Just, I'm glad you at least remember the dust grate, so I won't be crazy. And I'll let go so we go back to the table where Willow is.
Oh, you're not crazy. You're just very free spirited with your clothing. I need to go put this in the fire.
It's like it's not a choice to. Oh, forget it. As Mint just waddles off to drop the egg in the fire.
That is funny. It's not a choice.
It just happens to me. It happens to me a lot.
Kieran has never willingly taken his clothes off. It's always been because
That is
of
true.
Dragon's milk or presentation getting fucked up in the swamp.
That is true.
Kieran has yet to voluntarily do it.
Yeah, he's just a goblin though.
Oh.
Okay. So you go toss the egg into the fire.
Yeah,
Okay.
he definitely does that.
Okay. Yeah, once you toss it in there, it like it tosses in and it immediately just kind of goes wing, like sits straight up on its end, and just the fire just kind of consumes around it. And then it kind of like the fire camouflages it so that like a passerby or like someone who walks by doesn't see an egg. They just see the
Oh,
fire.
cool. All right, that's new. That hasn't happened before.
Nope. Okay. And you guys go back to the table?
We all have a good little boy talk.
Yes, it was really good.
Yeah, just yep. I'll fill you in a bit. I just want to make sure everyone's awake first.
Fill me in on what?
I don't want to tell the story multiple times. We'll just have to wait till Belnor and Varric get up.
Where'd you get the clothes?
Clothesline? As I point to the door.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right. Varric, you are the next one to wake up. What do you do?
Varric laying he after he got done talking to Kieran the night before, just laying flat on his stomach on the bed, his head just turned the other way. He wakes up, head facing straight down, arms go out, and he just kind of punches the ground to sit straight up. It's like stretch. Okay.
Nice.
Ugh.
Bellinor, you have a red hawthorn, by the way, whenever it's your turn.
Yep.
Yep, he's gonna go straight downstairs and request a meat and a mead.
All right. I heard you come downstairs. You see, Willow and Kieran and Mint all sitting at a table.
He just kind of like looks over at them, gives them a little salute, walks over to the bar area.
Okay.
He's like, meat and meat, please.
Coming right up, my man. As I go to the kitchen.
Also, before you go, quick
yes.
question.
Mm-hmm.
If I said the term dusk wraith to you, does that hold any? Does that ring a bell at all? Dusk wraith.
Dusk wraith sounds like something
Yeah.
you get like. Is it like a? What is it, like a mouse or something? Like a
Your
rodent?
guess is as good as mine. It's a term that I heard, and I'm just trying to see who knows about it.
Oh, okay. No, I've never heard of it.
All right. I'll be over there with them. He just kind of waddles over,
Hmm.
grabs 2 chairs and sets them next to each other and sits in them.
Fair enough. Yes, they don't have any big boy chairs here. Sorry.
The Goliath-sized chairs.
Mm-mm.
Although you do hear the wood like painfully creaking as
Creak.
he just kind of flops. It's like,
Okay, fair enough. All right.
elbows on knees. Morning.
Good morning.
Hey, Kieran. The bartender guy didn't know what dusk wraiths are.
Yeah, it ties to what I gotta tell you once Bellinor's up. There, Willow.
Apparently there's these weird monsters that we fought, and we don't remember that we fought them.
Come again?
I love it.
I got him to admit that he was a rat guy, so I believe him.
I didn't admit anything.
Oh, come, just drop it. We know you were, and we know you knew.
Again, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah,
You must have had a heck of a dream last night, Varric.
My lack
There
of
was
meat
no
and meat.
battle.
Yeah. Okay. Varric and Willow, the last thing you guys remember fighting was in the swamp.
I know he
Was
keeps talking
the
about
tree.
the dusk race. I wonder if this is something that he caught in the swamp.
They've got a sad for that. Kieran's got dusk wraiths. Well, I mean, he does kind of wander around without clothes on, so who knows what he's catching out there.
That's what happens when you walk around naked in a cursed swamp. I mean, you get the dusk wraiths,
They get all up into everything.
I'm gonna
All right.
pull the map out and figure out where we are and where we need to go.
Okay. All right, so Bellinor, you're the last one to rise.
First thing he does when he wakes up is he puts on his jacket, checks himself out in a mirror. Dragon Daddy says, "Hey," winks at himself.
Well done indeed. I am actually going to give you inspiration for that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Because that was great. Yeah, so when you put on the jacket and you put it on and it feels like it was made for you. Like it almost like contours to you. Super comfortable. Super
Yeah.
soft.
He loves it. I mean, he's probably spends too long in that mirror checking himself out. Like,
Like, damn, I look good.
yeah, for real.
So after the self-admiration, what do you do?
He'll head downstairs and order
Oh,
himself.
As you exit the room, do a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh God.
Okay. As you step out of the room and step into the hallway, you're overcome with a sense of deja vu. Don't know what it's about. You have a sense of it. And it's just for a brief moment.
Everyone kind of gets that every once in a while, so he's just going to kind of shrug it off and just walk downstairs.
Okay. Are you wearing your new jacket, or did you change out of it?
Oh no, he's wearing the new jacket for sure.
Okay, I love it. Okay.
He's showing that off. Like, I mean, every person he comes across, he's got like this confidence. And he's winking and he's pointing and he's like he's feeling himself.
Okay. So, all right. So you come downstairs, and you see the rest of the party sitting at a table. Looks like they're ordering food. As you come into the room, people do sort of like come up to you. I mean, it's like the people are drawn to you. Just sort of like, oh, good morning. Oh, good morning. Good morning.
I mean, yeah, he likes the attention. He likes talking to people. It's kind of his thing. So he'll talk. He'll order some coffee and just kind of talk to the general populace until the party decides that they need to talk to him and they're more important than the regular people.
Okay. So you're going to mingle in the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kieran, technically everybody's downstairs now. I mean, now Bellinor is kind of off by himself talking to people, but...
I was like, can I spot him from where I'm at?
Oh, yeah, you guys can see him. Y'all see him
Oh, yeah.
walking down in this new, like, really plush sort of smoking style jacket. It's like it's velvet with a matching, not a matching, but a complementary like piping on the lapels and sleeves and cuffs and pockets.
Oh, Kieran's not paying attention anywhere in jacket. He's gonna go over there and say like, "You over here now."
He's just gonna take a sip of his coffee and just ignore him and not realize that he's talking to him. He's got a new self of confidence. He ain't gonna get talked to like that.
Okay.
Eleanor, over here. I do not want to be telling the story twice.
What's the magic word?
Now.
He doesn't even make eye contact or look over at him. He's just saying all this while drinking like coffee and looking over at everyone else around him. That's not the magic word.
Bellinor, is too early in the day for this.
I think it's too late in the day for anything, but it's not too early in the day to be kind. The weird word was please. And he'll finish his coffee and set it on the bar and walk over to the rest of the group.
What?
Everybody do a perception check for me real quick.
Mother. Apparently, Varric passed my curse back to me.
Oh no!
Man.
Too busy looking at the jacket.
He's captivated by the jacket.
I mean, yeah, if you compliment the jacket, he's definitely going to show off all like the buckles and the sleeves and the pockets. And
It's like, what a nice jacket! Wow.
Okay.
Do you think that would fit me?
So
Can
while
I try it on?
no.
No, not you. So So while Kieran walked over, and while Kieran's talking to Bellinor over there, the rest of you are sitting around the table, and you notice that like the candles inside, they're kind of the flames kind of shorten, like the light starts to dim in the room. Even the people sitting in the place are kind of looking like looking around like, what is that? Why is that?
Mood lighting.
And then when Bellinor Bellinor gets up and comes over, the candles just go whoop, back to normal.
Mentally, Kieran's thinking in his head, like, crazy. Ball was watching and waiting to see who he's going to get next.
Willow, I saw your message. I'll answer it in a minute.
No rush.
So, all right. So Bellinor comes over to the table. I'm assuming Kieran following behind.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What do you guys do? Or what are you doing, Kieran?
Well, once everyone's at the table, whether they're sitting or even if they're standing close enough, I'm pretty much going to recount what actually happened when we first came to this place. Relying, as much as Kieran doesn't necessarily want to, but relying on Mint to help corroborate most of the details.
Yeah, Mint will totally affirm what he said outside.
Yeah, and then, especially since Varric believed him with his half confession in the room that he will deny ever happened, except for those who were in the room where it happened. Try to use Varric to actually help too, help convince everyone.
Okay. So you go into detail about the desk wraiths and everything that everybody went through.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like how, Varric agreed to do the job for a god as long as he was shown how to bring back the god he killed. Because he was about to sign his...
I'm gonna start laughing.
Oh no, Kieran's got a stoic face the whole time he's telling us, by the way.
How much did you have to drink last night?
That's funny.
None. As I deadpan stare at Willow with the straightest face possible, going yeah, no, I am sober.
Okay.
Nah.
Hell, the only reason that you guys don't remember is because I made a deal with Zabobble to get rid of the Dusk Wraiths because they were literally about to suck the life out of Varric, and not in the pleasant way.
Yeah, they were sucking me off. It was very bad.
I am holding back every fiber of my being right now. I just want y'all to know right now. Every single molecule.
I know, right? So, all right. Karen, roll me a persuasion check. Let's see how persuasive you're being.
All right. Since I was using Varric and Mint as ways to help corroborate, can I roll with advantage or just flat?
Mint's contribution is going to be probably Dusk Wraiths, those weird things. And I totally killed 2 of them in the fog. And you guys were being really weird and running around. And
yeah, we're just going straight roll with that.
Nah.
Mint is not helping you at all.
What about Varric?
He points at Bellinor. You were upstairs, staring at the window, and then you chased after him.
Because I'm going to him flat. I just figured I'd see if I can somehow wing it.
Here's what I'll do for you.
I will let you roll. Just roll a flat, and then you can roll a d6 and add whatever you roll to it.
Okay, I'm cool with that. I get half inspiration, or not half. Mother! Hold on, because we did a long fucking rest. Hold on.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
I know. Like you confessed that thing to me in the room, but like I don't believe you now. So.
No.
Hold on.
I don't know if I remember this anymore.
Belnor's ignoring
Oh my
everything that
God.
was saying. Was just like, "Do you guys like my jacket? It's really nice, isn't it?"
Fucking
Well,
what happened
right
to
on.
the
Was hilarious.
Well, maybe I drifted. I don't know.
let me go ahead and roll the d6. You know, that probably ain't gonna fucking help. I swear to God, if that's a 6. Mother!
Okay, but you know what? Hey, they get you a 13 at least.
Yeah.
So you are somewhat convincing with a little bit of what Mint gave you, and a little bit of the support that Varric was giving you. It's not necessarily like, oh, you're a complete and absolute idiot. It's like, oh, okay, I could see that could have happened, but I'm not really 100% convinced that it happened. But maybe it happened in your head, type of thing. It's like,
Yeah. So what I'm going to do at this point is I won't blur it out loud because Karen's not that kind of person. I'm going to start with Willow. I want to walk up and whisper, because Mint did bring up the whole everyone acting weird part.
okay.
Going, and the reason I whisper because I doubt Willow wants this to be public knowledge. Going, again, it's also whispering. It's whispering.
I totally know where you're going with this. Oh my god.
Is going to be telling Willow the trauma that he witnessed from her vision, saying like, "I know, I've seen what you've gone through."
Okay.
And like you're going into detail of what he saw, like the village burning, all that stuff. But again, he's keeping it in a tone where only those two, like he and Willow, can hear.
Okay. So you tell Willow that.
Mm-hmm. And then
you go to Bellinor and tell him what you saw there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does Willow react at all, Lisa?
Willow's gonna get up and leave the table and go outside. Like, whoa.
Fair. But then, yeah, he will do essentially the same with Bellinor with his trauma of, which remind me, was fiance? Don't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
About again the fiance's murder and all that stuff. And again, still keeping it to where it's only heard between those two, so that way like Mint and Varric aren't hearing it, because Karen's not going to put that kind of news out in public.
That's fair.
I will say, immediate reaction after you tell Bellinor that, his eyes go black and he looks into your eyes and says, "Don't you speak of that."
I only saw it. And again, this is still in the hush tone as far as Karen's concerned. I don't know how loud Bellinor's being. Of the whole, like, I only saw that because of the whole shit with the Dusk Wraiths. And I'm only mentioning it to tell you that I'm telling the truth, essentially show you I'm telling the truth.
He doesn't say anything, but he seems to sit there and ponder it.
Yeah, and again, and then Karen will just step away, and again, he's not gonna bring it up anymore.
Okay. So, all right. So now what do you do?
I want to wait till Willow comes back in to see and that way they both, after they have time to think, to see if he's actually telling the truth now.
Willow's taking a good long walk around the village right now.
Oh, 100% fair. I mean, valid considering that was probably a little bit world shattering. That someone you literally met like a few days ago knows one of your traumatic moments of life.
That's very fair. Hey, Kel, can you give Slayer his channel points back? I forgot to set
I
that.
thought you were going to send the Twitch chat. I went ahead and did it.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, so all right. So what's everybody else doing? I mean, you just got some truth bombs dropped on you. And Varric and Mint, you guys are just watching all this happen.
Yeah, Mint totally pulls out like some cookies and puts them next to Varric, like as like the popcorn of the whole thing.
Oh yeah, he's absolutely Varric is waiting for his meat and mead. He's maybe it's like a small handful of cookies.
Mint pulls out like a really small, tiny cup compared to Varric and pours some of the Southern tea, slides it over.
Oh, thank you.
A little shot glass.
Does out of curiosity, what does that taste like to Varric?
Roll a Constitution for me and let's see.
God, it'd be funny if this is like something horrible.
It tastes like, I mean, it doesn't taste bad. It's new. It's something you've never had before, so it tastes like decent dirty water.
Like
Like,
maybe
yeah,
like a
it's not bad.
flash of like a on his face. It's, not bad.
Let's see, to Mint, however, it tastes like amazing.
Yeah, he's like doing the whole thing where he's like just like see like a flame shooting out.
Almost like a hamster, just
Yeah.
Okay. So Willow, what are you doing?
Once I'm kind of calmed down from the shock of that, she's going to get back to business and start asking some of the people about the lands around the town, specifically if they've ever heard of something called the Amber Road.
Okay. It's not on the map.
Okay.
So, you can do investigation. Let's see what you can find out. Okay. You talk to a few of the townspeople, and for the most part, they give you pretty generic answers. Sort of. They don't give you anything specific. And it's not like they're trying to hide anything from you. That's all they know.
Gotcha.
You would think these people have never even been outside of this village.
Isn't there some old timer I can ask?
Well, there's Aunt B. I mean, she's probably the oldest out of all of us, but
Let's go find Aunt B.
Okay, well, she'll be over in her bathhouse probably.
Okay.
So, are you going to head over there?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so she's heading over to the bathhouse. What's everybody else doing? Real quick. Mint, you're drinking tea. Varric, you're drinking tea.
Just wait for my meat and mead. That's once I get that.
Oh, that's all coming over. It's already over there for you. Yeah, that happened during all of the craziness. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sharing some of the meat with Mint.
Probably what Kieran's doing is he's just watching everything on that. He's going to turn to Mint and Varric going like, "Yeah, thanks for supporting me there, buddies. By the way, making this easy a lot harder than it had to be."
I recounted everything perfectly.
Technically, I don't remember anything, so
I love Mint.
Oh, I know. That's awesome.
Okay.
Like you said, you believed me yesterday.
I believe you. Just I have no memory to pull from. Meat? He just hands him like a handful of meat.
No, I'm good. But you could have said how, you already heard this and believe me, which probably would have helped.
Oh. Well, I tried telling them about how you said that you were a rat guy. And you denied that. So that's kind of on you, really.
Because I was not a rat guy. Because again, remember, he said in the room he was not going to admit that he committed.
Oh, he knows. It's like, dude, you gotta own up to it, man. It's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, isn't that night you turned into a rat and got naked again?
He stresses the again.
One of the many. Yeah.
Completely missing the point of the rat thing. Just really.
Just skips right past it and goes right to the naked thing.
I love how man just hangs on to whole naked nudity.
Yeah, he just like picks one thing and hangs on to it. That's
Which is
I mean,
amazing.
I
I'm
wear
sure we are
pants and a
spinning as
vest.
furiously as it can right now.
You've been naked a lot. Is basically what we're saying.
It's like, and you guys know it was not of my own choice.
Sure.
It's like, why would I get naked, especially in the fucking swamp?
Hey, we're not judging. We don't judge here. Like I just wear a
Okay,
vest, man.
So I need
Oh God.
I need Kieran to roll. roll me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Actually,
God, if I roll-
roll me an intelligence save.
I swear to God, if I roll another fucking nat one.
And I need the other two at the table, or the three at the table, to roll perception. Okay, 15's
15.
good. 15's good.
Yeah, take the curse back. I'm passing it back to you, Nick.
Give me 1 second. I gotta pull out my die now.
Uh-oh.
What did you roll, Karen? You
A nat 20 and a nat 1.
I say, when I say, yeah, still waiting on Mims.
oh, yay.
Sorry, what do I need to roll?
A
Perception.
Okay.
Yeah, because Belnor got nat 20. Barrett got a nat 1.
You got 16. All right, cool. So as you guys are talking, just and poor Kieran's trying to defend himself about being naked all the time. And everyone's just like, well, you are naked a lot. It's like, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly, Kieran, it gets really kind of cold in the room.
Oh, no.
As Mint looks at you with wide eyes. Bellinor looks at you with like, oh, good God, eyes. As you are, once again, butt naked, sitting in the thing.
You see,
and you hear a voice in your head that says, "You're welcome."
No,
like Mint just gets like, I will not be naked with you. He just like runs away.
I don't want to be naked with you.
It's going like, okay, come on. It's like, I'm assuming this table has a tablecloth.
No, it does not have a tablecloth, but but no one can see below the table. Well, I mean, unless they like lean down and look, but
Well, either way, it's still the fact that he was clothed and not clothed completely.
Yeah.
He had a shirt on still.
yeah, and everyone is sort of staring like, what just happened? It's just like literally,
Yeah,
they're
so-
like, you just had clothes on. Where did your clothes go? I mean, they're not even they're not even fazed by the fact that you're naked. They're just literally like, wait, you had clothes and now you don't all of a sudden? What is that?
Going like, in my head, going like, God damn you, Zabalba. Because I am assuming that was Zabalba's doing the voice.
Oh, it was indeed.
Okay,
The voice, you recognize the voice. It was
Okay.
very much.
I figured, but I thought I'd
Zabalba.
just clarify still, regardless. And going
I
like,
see
okay,
the tavern owner like none of that in here.
yeah. But as soon as it happens, one, he's going to make sure his chair is really scooched up against the table to help cover as much as he can. I go like, see, this is kind of proving my point.
And you guys did see that the clothes suddenly just disappeared. They like just evaporated off of him.
After like 4 or 5 minutes of just this awkwardness, Varric is just gonna like, where are your clothes?
It's like probably in the hands of a god right now who thinks this is extremely funny. Now go, someone get me some more clothes, please. As you see Kieran literally scooched up, like table is literally pushing into his stomach. He is that scooched up.
Funny.
Varric's gonna take his vest off and drape it on him like a cape and kind of wrap him around. So
Okay.
I'll be right back. Just get
Eleanor, what are you doing?
Bellinor, out of pettiness and spite, because he's a very petty guy, will take the cape off and pull the chair out in the middle, like just yank it out.
Okay, I'm gonna have you guys.
Kieran's hands are going straight in front.
I'm gonna have you guys do opposing strength checks.
Oh, I'm cool with that. I'm going to lose it knowing Bellinor, but still.
Knowing Bellinor, it's like
See again. See. Wait, I thought you had a strength mod. Okay.
Nope, I am a 10 strength paladin.
Damn, I actually could have won that if I just actually rolled well.
yeah. So yeah, so Bellinor's like,
immediately going in front.
it's like, and you're like hands to the front. Okay.
And he will take the cape that Varric put over him and put it over himself and just walk back upstairs to his room like nothing happened.
I was gonna yell, it's like, you petty ass mother, and as the door shuts.
And then all the folks in the tavern are like checking out Kieran. Some of the ladies are over there like, oh, hello. Oh. Some of the men are even like, oh, hello there.
Oh yeah, no one's near him because Mint ran off. Is Mint even still in the tavern?
Yeah. I don't even know where Mint went.
Yeah, he ran over to the fire and like covered up the egg. Like, don't look.
Don't look.
It's like, Mint, help. Find something to cover.
Oh my goodness.
He kind of looks around. He'll, I guess, roll a perception to see if he sees anything.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All you see are like tapestries hanging on the walls.
Okay. He will walk over to one and just kind of look at it and kind of just pop it off the wall and just walk over to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say Kieran will still keep in one hand to cover as much as he can. Grabs it, immediately just covers himself.
Does Varric find clothes in Kieran's room?
You can roll a perception check to see what you see.
Oh, 19.
Yeah, you see clothes. You see clothing in his room.
Like, how hard is it to keep this on? I swear to God. Kind of balls it up, goes back downstairs. It's like, hey, I got your clip. Where's my vest?
Like, ask Bellinor.
He's gonna walk over with like his clothes all balled up, stick it right in his lap, and just kind of storm upstairs.
Okay.
Hold on. So, how exactly are you putting it in my lap, though? Like, are you just like
Keep your hands on top of it. He's gonna try and put it like right here.
Okay, so because when you said you're stopping off, I'm trying to make sure you didn't just like go with my clothes.
Like, here. Don't get that thing near me.
Yeah. And so like, wait, I need you to help cut. Crap. He was gonna ask you to hold up the tapestry as a shape like a standard dress.
That's funny. I mean, got Mint there. He can help.
What's on the tapestry?
What's on the tapestry?
Yeah, like is it like that? Is there like a a little?
Well, you can roll perception and see.
Okay.
See what you see.
No.
Pretty colors.
Pretty colors. Okay.
I think what Kieran would actually try to do, because I think this is funnier in my head, is he's going to try and just like slowly inch the chair to the back of the tavern where he can go behind a door. He's just inching it over as best he can.
Fair enough. And you're able to get like back behind the bar area in the back corner where no one can see you.
Yeah, and I'll immediately like try and like as stand up while staying covered, put the tapestry up to help create like a curtain just so I can get dressed.
Okay, yeah. So you're able to get dressed.
And then once dressed, I'm going like, oh, God damn it. As like straighten out my clothes.
Okay, and then what do you do?
Then I'm going to turn to the barkeep and go like, give me the strongest thing you have. Besides, well, no, the dragon milk wouldn't be here. So yeah, so give me the strongest thing you have.
Dragon milk wouldn't be here. So he's like, okay.
I had to watch my wording there. I had to think for a second.
I know, fair enough. So he's like, oh, sure. As he's kind of like laughing to himself. He sort of brings you a thing. He doesn't even look at you. He just sits the drink down in front of you and walks away.
I'm assuming I can notice his chuckling.
Oh, yeah. He's trying to hide it, but there's no hiding it. He's
It's like, okay, what's so funny?
I'm sorry. Oh, nothing at all. I just.
It's like, hey man, you want to do me a favor?
Well, maybe.
Try this drink for me real quick.
I'm not so sure.
I'll help you get bones on the next kill.
I guess roll a persuasion.
I'm cool with that. I was kind of hoping for that. I just want to see if this actually works. $14.
Well, that's not bad. Do I need to counter roll it, or did I just say yes?
It's up to you.
Oh, yeah. He's like, okay. He drinks it. Okay.
Actually, what's your passive perception?
Oh, I know it's here somewhere. No, let me just look at mine. What's that? Perception plus 10 or 7 or 8? How was that going? I can't remember. Passive perception. It looks like it's an 11.
Okay, cool.
You look like a clown.
Turn back to
I should say a jester, like a court jester.
I'm gonna turn back to the barkeep and going like, what was that?
What was what? What, you can't juggle your drinks here? What?
I was trying to give him a look on like, it has been a long 2 days. Do not try me.
Karen, you have the unique ability to both lose your clothes and change your costume in a moment's notice. Impressive.
Did what I say do anything for the barkeep on confessing what the drink was?
It's just whiskey. He see here, and he shoots it, and he's like, it's just whiskey. So,
can I insight to see that was the same drink?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So while you're doing that, Varric, you go up to Bellinor, and I'll get and I'll get to you in just a second.
Yeah, he's just gonna march right up to Bellinor's room. Not
Yeah,
like
it's the same
polite knuckle knocking, but like this whole fist knocking on the door.
Okay.
Standing there like seething.
Dude, that'd be a fight I want to watch.
Okay.
He will open the door, and the vest is just hanging over like a chair in the room that he's in. Then he will open the door and just be like, "Hello."
Just go, not say a word, and just hold his hand out.
Oh, yeah. This wasn't a target at you. I just hope you know that Kieran needs to learn how to talk to people with better manners. He'd go grab the vest and hand it back.
A lesson he'll never learn.
Turns and walks away. Puts the vest back on.
Okay. And then you go back downstairs?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Can you roll me a perception check?
That's a 5.
What's your passive?
11.
Oh, okay. I'm going to send you something.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's coming downstairs. He sees Kieran. He's like,
And Mint's over there with him too, so you see both
Oh,
of
yeah.
them.
"Is this like a bard thing?" Just kind of gestures at. Is this like a bard thing?
What are you talking about?
If I have to say it, I mean, really, he looks at Mint. He's like, right? I'm not, at least you have clothes on.
Yeah, this is a much better improvement. It's a good look for you, Kieran.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very,
Can I inspect my clothes?
You sure can.
Perception or investigation?
You can do perception.
12.
Okay. So I'm assuming are you looking down, or are you going to like look in a mirror, or what?
It's kind of like looking down, like around, just.
Okay. As you look down and around, you notice that you are wearing like a bright colored like clown suit.
It's like, okay, these are not my actual. I didn't even realize this. Varric, where'd you get these? These aren't even mine.
From your room.
No, they can't be.
That's the room that you were in.
I want to go to my room, make sure, and see what the fuck's going on with my stuff.
I love it. So as you head upstairs, everybody in the room hears as Kieran has these gigantic red clown shoes on.
Oh, after the first like two steps, after the first like 2 or 3 steps, he's immediately kicking the shoes off and going barefoot the rest of the way up.
he's thinking this is intentional, so he starts like clapping with the shoes, like, oh. Okay.
Oh no!
The next time we find ourselves in a royal court, let's let him do the talking.
Oh no! When Varric starts clapping, not necessarily obviously with the whole black eye bit like Belnor, but the same kind of stare he's going to give Varric.
Okay, fair enough.
I thought it was a bard thing. So.
It's like, I don't know. It's like... Okay, so up to your room you go.
Yep.
All right. So you get to your room. You go on in.
I'm going to look at my stuff and see like, hey, what the hell's going on?
So you open up your wardrobe or whatever, and it's all clown outfits. Everything. Everything you have is like clown paraphernalia.
God damn it, Xibalba. And he says that out loud.
Yeah. Oh, I know. And there's a note pinned.
It was a note read.
It says, "Watch your mouth,
Xibalba." That's it. and then it goes
Uh,
and just bursts into flames.
He's like, fine, just please, just turn it back.
And suddenly, all your clothes are back to normal.
All right. And he'll head back down and just shaking his head, rubbing his temples the entire way.
As you go downstairs, you hear as your regular shoes now
Yeah.
have like squeakers in them.
I didn't even put the shoes back on though.
Well, your regular shoes that were up there. If you didn't
Okay.
put on shoes, that's fine. But your regular shoes that
Yeah,
were up
yeah, yeah.
there.
Okay. Yeah,
all
no,
of
I
your
didn't
shoes
even
have them in.
going like. So
The
first
only
couple times he's gonna go up and go like, I meant everything.
Yeah. And then the squeakers will go away.
Now he's like vigorously rubbing his temples.
It's like gun shy. It's like, do I take a step? Do I not take a step? It's like, take a step. Does it squeak? No, no squeak. Okay. So all right. So all your clothes are back to normal.
Yep.
So what do you do next?
I'm gonna go back down and
Okay.
be like, this is just not my day, and I'm gonna barter for the entire bottle, and just start chugging it.
Cool. Okay. So you'll do that. All right. So Willow, you've gone to Aunt Bee's. You've gotten to her bathhouse.
Yes.
As you go in, there's like a little counter there, and there's like a little girl, a nice young woman behind the counter, and she goes, "Oh, hey, welcome to Aunt Bee's bathhouse."
Good morning. Is Bee here?
Oh yes, sure. She's in the back. She's preparing the baths. Are you here for a bath?
No. Yes, I am.
Oh, very good. So she offers you a menu basically of different types of baths they offer. Yeah, it's a lot like a calming bath, a healing bath, sort of like herbs and things of that nature. All the whole list of things. Like sort of like, one for relaxation, one for sleep, one for, aches and pains, one for, meditative states, one for otherworldly states, and one for altered states.
Ooh. I think I'll go with relaxation.
Very good. And she like pulls a sort of a card out of a thing and pulls some jars off and puts them in a little basket and grabs some towels. And she's like, if you'll follow me. And she'll take you to the back where all the tubs are. And she'll take you to one of the tubs. And she'll draw the curtain around. And she's like, you can disrobe here, and they'll have your bath ready when you're ready.
Thank you.
And so she shows you to like a little changing area that you can change into like your towels. Like it's not a robe necessarily, but it's sort of
Yeah. She gets to be girly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So they'll take you there, and then when you're ready, they'll come and get you, and they'll take you to your tub, which is full of like hot warm water, and it just smells divine of lavender and sort of things of that, and other herbs. And they help you in. They hang your towel, and they just let you relax.
Yeah.
And they have
Except
sort of
don't help me in, please don't.
Oh, okay. They're like, oh, absolutely. They will respect your wishes. Absolutely. And as you get into the tub, they'll flip over this thing behind you, which is like a rain machine, and it makes the little ding, 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 ding. Sounds like rain falling. And they'll draw the curtain, so you're there. And after a couple of minutes or so, you'll an older woman will come in, and she'll introduce herself as Aunt Bee.
Like, oh, I heard you were asking for me.
Yes, ma'am. My party and I are going to be heading into the forest from here, and I was trying to just find out the lay of the land, kind of what's out there, and if you've ever heard of something called the Amber Road.
Oh yeah, it's the old trade route.
How would
It goes west out of town.
is it well marked?
Well, I mean, you can't miss it. It's made out of amber bricks.
Okay.
I mean,
The
it's
yellow
old.
brick road.
It's over. It's it's overgrown mostly because no one uses it anymore because nobody goes into the Western Wood.
Why is that?
Oh, because usually people don't come back.
What's out there?
Oh, I have no idea. How do you think I've lived so long? I stay out of the Western Forest.
Okay. The path is lovely.
Very good. I'm glad. Would you like something to drink? And she snaps her fingers, and then one of her attendants comes in with like tea, a tea setup.
Yes, please.
She'll pour you some chamomile tea. And she'll go, okay. And she'll leave you to it with the rain sounds falling. Someone will, so cool. So you get to relax in a nice bath. Bellinor, what are you doing in your room? Oh, do real quick. Do a wisdom saving throw for me again. Oh, or not. Oh, there he goes. Okay, there you are. It's like you disappeared for a second, and then you came back, and you froze again. Oh, dirty 20. I can hear you.
Here we will try.
There you go. Now there. You are.
Am I back? I don't know what's happening.
I don't either. But you're back now.
All right.
All right. So dirty 20. In your room, before you tell me what you're doing, in your room, you cannot shake this deja vu feeling. Something's just at the back of your head. It's just something's not sitting right.
Okay. We will kind of look around his room, see if he can see anything that like triggers some sort of memory of any sort or anything.
You can roll a perception.
Perception or investigation?
Either one, whichever one you'd like.
Better at investigation.
Okay. Obviously. So as you are sort of like searching your room, you're like, what is happening? I don't understand what is going on. You notice in the wardrobe, like in the door of the wardrobe in your room, you see a piece of fabric sort of sticking out of like in between the doors. Like it's caught in the doors.
He will like open up like it behind the wardrobe or like the wardrobe doors themselves?
It's like caught in the doors.
Oh,
like
then he'll
it's
open the
inside the
wardrobe.
wardrobe. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you open the wardrobe, the only thing hanging in your wardrobe is the dress that your fiance was wearing the night she died.
Oh God. Honestly, he probably like stumbles backwards onto the floor and like curls up into the fetal position.
And as you stumble back and you're just like the sort of like terror on your face, a mixture of terror and sadness, and
the dress is you see it, and it's sort of like almost like if you think about it, like it's in a shadow box almost. You know how it sort of sits there, and everything else around it is sort of dark.
Yeah.
And then you suddenly it steps out of the wardrobe, and it is your fiance, and she's reaching to you, and she says, "Find me, Bellinor," and then she just disappears, just like in smoke. And one small little swatch of fabric slowly floats to the floor and lands right in front of him.
He definitely is also sitting there on the floor, just shocked. He probably won't move until something startles him out of whatever this state of what he's in right now.
Okay. All right. So while you are living past trauma, let's go to Mint. So Mint, you're at the fireplace with your egg, and it starts to shake a little bit. It almost sounds like it's bubbling. Like,
oh shit!
He like grabs it.
Ow. When you grab it out of the fire, it's not hot to you.
Oh.
But it's vibrating.
In Draconic, he asks if it's okay.
And then you see a crack form.
Oh shit!
And then another.
It's happening! It's happening!
It's happening now. Who do I call?
He takes it closer to the fire so that way, now that he understands, that way it's like
right.
Still.
So this is a Dragon Daddy says, "Hey" moment.
So as you take it closer to the fire leaps out onto the egg, like it's drawing the fire to it, and you see the fire sort of envelop it and then get sucked down into the cracks. And the cracks get bigger and bigger and bigger until it pops open. And there's a big ball of flame there that eventually dissipates. And there is the tiniest little pseudo dragon.
Wow. He picks it up. He scoops it up.
What's your name?
And it just, as it kind of tilts its head and looks at you, and it's in oranges and reds and blacks. He's basically like his scales are a base black with tips of red and orange. And he has little bitty spines that go down his back and into his tail that are of the opposite coloring. So they're a base red and orange with black tips.
Oh, nice.
And he's got two little bitty baby horns that kind of go out and curl backwards a little bit. And his little wings, as he stretches his wings out. And he wraps his winged arms around your hand and holds on.
Well,
as he kind of nudges his arm.
He pets its he kind of rubs pets the back of its head as he kind of
okay, and it begins to purr.
Real quick, Mint and the pseudo dragon have a red hawthorn.
And the pseudo dragon.
Mint looks at him. I didn't think of it. Mint say, I won't go with the witty one, but yeah, it's like you get
first day in the world, and Dragon Daddy says hello.
And then the little pseudo dragon, and in Draconic,
in broken Draconic, because it's still learning. It's just learning. It will say, Dragon Daddy says, hello? Question mark? As it purrs and purrs. And then it releases your hand and scurries up your arm and nestles onto your shoulder. And its tail wraps around your neck, like not wraps around it, but like drapes around like a necklace almost, as it perches on your shoulder.
Oh, that's cool.
So you have a pseudo dragon.
Nice. So do I need to name it, or does it come with a name?
Nope, it does not come with a name. You get to name it.
All right, I'll think about it.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you don't have to name it now. It's like
That's
your
awesome.
name is.
Your name is
Drops
yeah.
on the floor.
Mint's gonna look around. Your name is Chair Lamp.
Chair Lamp.
That's so freaking cool.
Yes. So that is what you have.
So what he's gonna do is, what happens to the dragon shell, like the egg?
The egg shell, it will crumble to dust.
Okay, so it's like just completely dust, like nothing that he can.
Oh
pick
yeah,
up.
there's nothing. I mean, there are no shards or anything.
Oh, okay.
It literally
All right.
just falls to dust.
Okay, cool. He's just gonna walk over to the I guess back to the table, and he's just gonna kind of pet him and just kind of play with him.
Okay. Yeah, it's very like it purrs and chirps as you sort of play with it. It begins to, and basically it's imprinting on you at this point.
Okay.
Well, I have questions for Granny.
Fair. Okay. There you go. And I put it in the Discord chat, the link to the pseudo dragon for you.
All right, check it out.
Okie doke. So, all right. So, you guys who are downstairs, which is like Varric, and Kieran, you guys see this dragon, this baby dragon, essentially hatch from this egg and sort of curl up onto Mint.
Yeah, when Kieran sees his goes and just starts drinking from the bottle again.
Fair enough. Okay, what about you, Varric?
Can I pet it?
You can try.
He's gonna like hover his hand over the pseudo dragon and be like, is this okay?
Roll an animal
permission.
handling check. Let's see how the dragon. Oh no, it's so as you go. Is this okay? It's like its spines stand up, and it hisses, and its wings go out. It's like puffing itself up, basically.
Friendly, I'm friendly. I promise.
Ah, you're a fiery little dragon.
As little sparks fly out of his mouth.
Oh, hey now. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, careful.
And then as you back up, it kind of settles down. Its wings go back in, and it gets closer to Mint, like wraps closer to him.
He's gonna reach over and grab what little bits of meat he has left, and kind of do the puppy thing where you put your meat in the hand and hold it out for it.
And it's gonna turn its head sideways and look at the meat, look at you, and then he's gonna look at well, basically Dragon Daddy now.
Literal Dragon Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's gonna look to Mint, or she. It depends. You can decide what the gender is as well. They're gonna look at Mint for approval. Like,
Yeah, Mint will look down and see he'll say in Draconic,
Varric is a friend. You can trust him.
okay. And at that point, the little pseudo dragon will release itself from Mint and just lunge into your hand and just like tear that meat apart. Just like it's flying
Aw.
everywhere. And then when
That's
it's
so
done,
cute.
it looks at you for like, is there more?
He just grabs the plate with like the little bit of meat that's left, and he's just like, "Is this
And
okay?" I
that little baby dragon will consume every ounce of meat on that plate.
I was gonna finish. Okay, that's fine.
Oh no, it's like
That's-
it finishes it and then scurries back and sits on Mint's shoulder.
the plate back on the table. Oh well, thing can sure eat. Reminds me of me when I was little. Well, littler.
Fair. Okay, so Willow's having a bath, and you're having a great time, by the way. You are super relaxed. The tea is amazing. They even have little cakes. Like, I mean, it's like a full-on spa treatment, basically. So you're having the best time. Bellinor remembers that before he was traumatized by his dead fiance. Speaking of, let's go back to Bellinor. So, Bellinor, so you've had a little bit of time to process, I guess, or try to process what's happened. What you thinking?
Well, he probably it probably took him a few minutes to get out of that stupor. So he would grab the little piece of cloth that was left.
Okay.
And he would I don't know where he would put it.
So, okay, before you tell me that, so you reach down and you grab the material. When you reach down and you grab the material, all of your memories come flooding back.
Oh no.
Everything that happened the night before, you fully remember now.
Okay, well then immediately he goes back into that state and pretty much just goes fetal position and is just rocking. Like he just saw his dead fiance.
Yep.
He tried to grab it to like move forward and try to find her like she said. And then he just watched her die again in his memories as it floated back into him. So he is like not doing good. His mental state is plummeting.
Okay. So Bellinor is now in a full state of shock.
Yeah.
And like rocking back and forth in his room. All right. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Varric. Roll a perception check for me. 7? Okay, that's not bad. It's okay. It's okay to get low rolls on these. So as you are sort of admiring this little dragon and kind of watching things, you realize that Bellinor has been gone for a while. Like you haven't seen hide or hair of him, which is unusual.
I think Varric is going to be concerned that he might have came off a little too strong when he was all pissed off at him trying to get his vest back. So he's like, "Oh, I hope I didn't hurt his feelings." He's gonna go upstairs, and as he kind of walks up to the door, this time he's gonna do the polite knuckle knock, just on the door. Hey,
Okay.
You okay in there?
Inside, you hear a really quick rustle and like somebody that seems to be scrubbing something, or like wiping something really profusely, and he would open the door and just clear his throat, just be like, yeah, everything's fine, I think.
Okay, so
Can I get an insight check on that?
absolutely.
All right, that's 7 again. So
Okay, so you can tell that something's not right. I was gonna have you roll perception and deception.
okay.
Just to see if
Oh,
you want to
yeah,
roll
roll
deception
deception.
to see how if he can be deceiving enough to hide.
Oh,
An 8. So all you gotta do is beat an 8 there, Varric, on your perception.
10.
10 does it. You
Yep.
can what can he tell?
You can tell that he definitely was wiping tears off of his face and trying to like. There's a little bit of like wet spots on his coat that he was trying to like rub off. That you can tell. You can tell that there's a small wet spot on the floor for he's been crying profusely for probably the last 10-15 minutes. And the cupboard is just wide open. That's about what you can tell with that, I would say.
He's gonna look in the cupboard, kind of look back, see the tears. He's like, "So, you doing okay? I mean, like, really? I know you and I haven't always been on the same page, but
he's really
Okay,
wrestling with this.
Let's think about it this way. You owe me nothing, and at the same time, anything you tell me will stay between us.
I'm the reason she's dead.
That is a feeling that I am incredibly familiar with.
How do you? I can't live with myself knowing that if I would have just stayed, she wouldn't be dead.
can I show you something really quick?"
Sure.
So he's gonna take his vest off, and he's got the normal Goliath, like, the black stripes on his body. Everyone's like, "Oh, they're tattoos." He's showing them to him. He's like, "You see, these are fate lines. My people believe that this will tell us what our life will be." And he stands up and he turns around, and as like there's a one big black line that goes down his back, there's a massive kind of horizontal scar separating it. He's like, "This was given to me after I accidentally killed the wolf spirit that guarded the neighbor villages. It's done by the shaman of my tribe, who basically did it in an effort to change my fate. Basically saying I didn't deserve the fate that I got because I caused so much damage. If I go back, would I change it? Obviously. I'm sure you would change doing that as well, but this serves as a reminder of things we can't change. And you can either sit in it, or you can move forward. And if she's truly gone, then try to be a person that she would want you to be.
But what if she's not truly gone?
Then she's not truly gone. Then you still be that person, but we'll get her back.
We've been making. I mean, you signed a deal with this Zabulba. Yeah, you know that he's helping you bring back what you lost. Do you think he could help me bring her back?
He's showing me how to do it. He's not doing it for me. It's a big difference.
Right.
I'm sure if you wanted him to, he could, but as Kieran, has been keen to remind us, there's always a cost.
I'm almost willing to pay any cost if it means that I get to have her with me, by my side again.
That you'd have to take up with Kieran to see what that cost might be, but all I know is that
what Kieran
every
says
single
about what
time,
cost it is.
every single time that I've acted out of desperation, I've regretted it.
I don't. Is this desperation? I don't
That's
think
what it
this
sounds
feels
like.
like desperation. I think this is me having hope to see her again. She called out to me saying that I have a way back to her.
That might be true, but is there anything you can do about it at this moment?
Yes.
Then I would go downstairs and I would talk to Kieran about what that cost might be, if that's something you're willing to do. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say don't do it, because obviously I'm doing it, but just be careful. You look like you already have a lot going on, so
Don't we all?
he's going to offer you a hand up.
He'll take the hand up.
Okay.
And he will head downstairs.
Okay.
Varric's going to follow him.
Cool. Hey, Varric, I need you to roll me a d6, please.
Okay. 1.
Okay, that's cool.
Again, keep my curse. Keep it away from me.
Okay. All right.
It seems to be going back and forth.
You guys go back downstairs?
Yep.
All right. When you go downstairs, you will see everybody down there, well, except for Willow. But you guys will see a new addition, which is this little pseudo dragon perched on Mint's shoulder. This is more for Bellinor than Varric, but so Bellinor, you see the little pseudo dragon for the first time.
And you hear just Mint talking in Draconic to it as he's like throwing meat up in the air and just having it catch it.
He's just, I mean, he doesn't even know how to begin to approach that, so he's just gonna, whoa. That's not his animal's nature. That, you do your thing. That's not him. He will kind of be impressed that there's a dragon that seems to be tamed, but at the same time, he doesn't even know how to begin to respond to that.
Fair. It's like, well, that's something.
And he's like in Draconic, he's like saying, and that one over there is Bellinor, and that one over there is like just.
And it just coos every time you point something out to somebody. It just coos and purrs, and tries to mimic what you're saying. Like, it literally is trying to learn. So whenever you say their names, it tries to repeat that, because it would be the only thing that wouldn't be in Draconic. So it's going to try to repeat the non-Draconic words.
So it's not very good at it at the moment, but it's trying.
Good job. Good job.
Okay. All right. So everybody's chilling at this point. So we get back to Willow, who has finished.
We're going to say has finished her bath, and they've sort of given you your post bath sort of rinse off, to rinse off the elements and the herbs from the bath, and they give you like perfumes and things of that nature. It's very, very nice. And they've completely cleaned your clothes. Your clothes are cleaned and folded, and they're sitting on the bench next to your bath. All your stuff is there. It's all been cleaned. it's like really nice. So
This was amazing.
oh, you're welcome.
Nice
what we
that
do.
any of my party members wondered where I was this whole time.
Another one of your party members was here not too long ago. Nice young man. Very nice young man. I think his name was Bellanor, I believe.
Yes. Well, he has good taste too, because this was amazing. I didn't know how much I needed this.
Every once in a while, we have to take that time for ourselves.
And I will give her some healing herbs.
Okay. And she will take them. And you can get dressed and you can head back to the tavern.
Yep.
Okay. So you head back to the tavern. When you get back to the tavern, you will walk in on the group with a new addition to the team.
Aww. The egg hatched.
This is, and he says in Draconic, and then he says this one over here is Willow.
Hello, little one.
And it kind of chirps and purrs and tries to say your name. Doesn't do very good at it, but doesn't sound like your name at all, actually. But it's trying. But it stays very much curled around Mint.
And I'm going to let it smell my very nice smelling hand right now.
Okay.
I'm not trying to pet it. I just wanted to get my scent.
Yeah, and it will. It'll pick up your scent, and it'll just sort of relax a little bit, but it's still very.
It's okay.
Okay. All right, so you're all back together now.
I have found the Amber Road.
Oh yeah, Granny kept saying, "Follow the Amber Road. Follow the Amber Road."
Yeah, it's brick, like a yellow brick. We're going to follow the yellow brick road.
That's got kind of a zing to it.
No way it'll catch on.
Yeah, it's like, that's a stupid thing. Well, you've got my vote. Granny said to follow it, so you don't have to convince me.
It does lead into the Western Forest, and apparently anyone who's gone into the Western Forest has never come back.
Is that because it's really nice?
Don't like this place and they don't come back, or is it like an ominous, like, ooh?
There was sort of an ominous feeling to people warning me away from it.
There's probably like a really nice town in the forest, and they're just trying to keep you away from there, so you stay here.
Okay.
So I'm going to go gather my. Are we heading out now, or I'm going to go gather my stuff, my
I'd
gear?
like to bring up a point to you all before we head out. How do we feel about this Zabulba situation and him offering us deals and...
Oh, you guys got deals? Cool. What kind of deals?
Yeah, Mint didn't get a deal.
I was like, wait, Belladar. Like, as I put the ball out, I was like, so you actually believe my story, or do you actually remember?
I remember it, unfortunately.
Oh, thank fucking God for not necessarily the details of remembering, but the fact that you don't think I'm crazy in that regard.
Well, you're still fucking crazy.
Yeah, I said in that regard. And also, we're all crazy at this point.
Do you think do you guys think it's mad to make a deal? I mean, I know, what, 2 of you already have?
I only made the deal so we wouldn't fucking die.
I'm not interested.
Why?
Yeah.
Explain.
Neither I wasn't interested either, but again, everyone here is about to die. Hell, I literally tried to talk Varric out of the deal. At the very minimum, at least convinced him not to do the original deal.
Why? What do you think is the issue with the deal?
It sounds too good to be true.
Let's just
think
say
we make
Zavalda
our
has a
own.
way of twisting your wishes.
Do you know that from experience?
Well, considering I said like, "Oh, you're the reason for the dust rays," and lo and behold, after he said like, "No, I'm not," he was in fact responsible.
That doesn't. You say that like you expect gods at all to be trustworthy at this point.
I don't expect him to be trustworthy to begin with, but it was still just the whole "God damn it" moment.
I believe in the great bear spirit. That's enough for me.
I don't know. You guys aren't really convincing me to not make the deal. You guys are just saying don't trust them. But I don't trust any of them. And if this is my best shot at getting what I want and need, why would I not pursue it?
Granny seemed to like Zaza.
Oh.
Zizi. I think she.
Yeah.
Zizi.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're out of character.
Hey,
Where did Zaza come from?
I was letting Mint go. I just like it's such a Mint thing to
Yeah.
do.
Oh, 100%.
Zaza, Zuzu, Zazi, what is it? Z, I don't know.
She called him brethren. Brett? Yeah, it sounds like someone related. Anyways, I like Granny, so he's got to be okay.
He literally had these monsters here to get at least one of us to make a deal. We literally only stopped those things because of the deal.
So what? The gods are manipulating you. Is that any different than it was 10 minutes ago? Yesterday? The day before that?
Let's just say whatever. You better be very damn specific in how you wish for what you want, because he will turn it on you. And it will not be what you want or needed.
Why? Do you know that from experience?
You could say that.
I feel like that's a yes or no question. You can say that does not really answer. Do you know that from experience?
Again, you could say that. I actually can't go into detail now unless we want to get dragged into some other shit.
Okay. I don't know. I'm conflicted. Anyway, we can move on. Are we going? Are we leaving now?
I vote yes.
Let's go to this better town in the woods.
Amber Road.
Let's get on the road again.
Okay, so you guys gather your things and head out. Okay. All right, so you gather your things
The innkeeper says safe journey. Stop by if you're ever back this way. And then out you go. And as you head west through town, when you get to the far west side of town, you will come to the edge of the wood. And there, sort of under the leaves and various debris from the forest, you will see these sort of amber bricks. They're not real bricks necessarily. They're mostly stone. They look like bricks, but they're not really bricks. They look more like a natural formation than an artificial one. But it winds into the forest. From where you stand, you can see kind of literally it's really like a weird transition from the village to the forest, as it goes from sort of like dirt and grass to literally these like stones. Like there's no true like fade in. It's like literally like boom, like two things are butted against each other. And the forest is dark and hazy. It's not a mist necessarily, but there is a haze in the air.
Very welcoming.
Yeah.
I was so looking forward to the forest.
Just on a curiosity note, Kieran's going to attempt to cast the light cantrip just to make sure that this isn't like the swamp.
Okay. Yeah, it works.
Okay.
Yeah, the spell works. The light spell, yeah, it lights up.
Yeah, as soon as it lights up, I'll just dispel it and be like, okay, good. Our magic ain't gonna get fucked around here.
So yeah, so you guys sort of stand on the precipice as you all sort of stare into the forest.
Well, let's get this show on the road, and I guess Kieran will take the first step in.
Okay. And the minute you step across, it feels like cooler, wet. There's a completely different temperature and climate change just by taking a single step over.
It's like, oh, that's not unsettling at all.
Okay. So you guys see Kieran step in. Nothing happens to him.
Varric will step afterwards.
Okay. Same thing happens, Varric. You step across, and it just literally gets colder and damper. And it's just like you pass through something and into this environment.
I'll go.
Okay. Same thing. You step across as if walking through a veil. And you go from sort of the warmth of Duskmire to the cold dampness of the Western Forest. Oh, also, I need you to roll an intelligence check for me, just to see if you remember something. But yeah, go ahead. Next person. Which I think is like Mint or Bellinor.
Bellinor will go.
Okay. Okay, so Bellinor, same thing. You feel that sort of instant atmospheric change. Even like the pressure is different. This feels a lot more oppressive.
If they can still hear Mint, like, as they pass through, entering in, he's just kind of, Amber Road. He just passed. He doesn't even pause. He just Goes straight through it.
You will notice that your pseudo dragon does kind of like curls into you much closer, like they're afraid.
He just looks at it and just kind of, I guess, he just says,
Don't worry, little Brenna. I'll take care of you.
Okay. And as you cross over, it's the same feeling. That feeling of going from warmth to cold and damp. As you're all standing in the forest now, you can see the road sort of winding through the trees. Again, it's covered with leaves and debris, and you can see it, but you really have to look for it in places.
How does the plant life look? Does it look normal or?
It looks, yes, it looks normal for the environment in which it is living in.
Okay.
With your intelligence roll earlier, you do remember that the Western Forest is in a location known as the Valley of the Lost.
Do I remember why it was called the Valley of the Lost?
No, it just said, it just marked on the map, Valley of the Lost.
The Valley of the Lost. I do not intend to get lost here.
So, all right. So you guys are all standing there. Do you head forward?
Yep. Won't get anywhere standing here.
Okay. So as you guys walk into the forest and follow the road, it gets more and more sort of vacuous in the fact that you completely no longer hear the noises of the town within just a few yards in. It just becomes sort of vacuous. All you hear is what's right around you.
If I look behind me, can I see the town?
Yeah, you can still see the town. The haze is starting to close in, so it's starting to fade out as you go further in, but it's not disappearing or anything. The town's still there.
Okay.
It's just the oppressiveness of the forest is just sort of it almost feels like it's closing in, even though it's not. The trees are wide apart. It just has that sort of heavy feel to it. So what does everybody do?
Nothing gained by standing still. Let's
Okay.
strike out a course.
Willow starts walking forward. What about the rest of you?
Oh yeah, following her.
Oh yeah, I must say, yeah, we're following along with the map.
Yeah, Mint follows.
Okay. All right. So as you guys continue forward, the town will eventually disappear. You won't be able to see it anymore. The town didn't disappear. It's still physically there. It's just gonna out of your sight. So as you're following the Amber Brick Road, you get further and further, deeper and deeper. I need everybody to do wisdom saving throws for me. Mint a natural 20. Way to go. 15 for Kieran, 23 for Bellinor, 10 for Varric, 9 for Willow. Okay, so starting at lowest and working our way up, as you guys go deeper into the forest, it begins to mess with your minds. In the fact that you start getting confused. Not necessarily you don't know who you are, where you are. Just there are moments of unsurety, of
where you are, why you are. I mean, you don't forget. Like I said, you don't forget who you are. You don't forget your companions. You just have moments of confusion. Except for Mint, who is just bebopping along.
Amber Road.
Yep, singing his song. Bellinor is the same way. He's sort of just, he can feel a pull on him, but nothing's affecting him. Willow, you're the one that's affected the most, but yet you're not. It's not debilitating at all. It's just oof. I got a ringing in my ears. My head's a little stuffy. Varric, you're kind of the same way. You have this sort of stuffiness feeling. Kieran, it's like for you, it's like your eyes are having a hard time focusing on what's in front of you. Not, it's just sort of like every once in a while you just like rub your temples and it goes away, but then it comes back.
I think my allergies are acting up.
As you continue forward, and then so as you continue forward, and then suddenly silence, and that's where we're going to end tonight.
Oh,
This is gonna go great.
It's Mirkwood.
So, real quick before we do our outros, real fast, you all leveled up.
Ooh.
So you go up one level. That was you were supposed to level up after the Dusk Wraiths, but I went ahead and just moved it to today. So
you will level up for next time, and we will see where the Western Wood and the Amber Road takes us. And why did it go quiet all of a sudden? Who or what is near? All right. So everyone, thank you for joining us tonight. We're going to go around the corners again, let everybody introduce themselves, who they are, who they played, and what is one thing your character is thinking about, like internally, not necessarily environmentally, but like within themselves. What's the one thing they're having a personal crisis with at this current moment? And we're going to go in reverse alchemy order. And now, well, Taryn, you are first.
All right. Well, my name is Taryn. I play Bellinor Vesh, your paladin who can't stop crying over his dead wife / fiance.
Sorry, Taryn.
You do this to me every time.
I do. And I
Crying
don't
over
mean
his
to,
parents nonstop. I mean,
which is so funny. I totally did not even mean for it to happen. So where can we find you? And
yeah, you can find me. I stream. I'm streaming every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on my channel, Fluid Player Gamer, from usually about 12 Eastern to about 4 or 5 Eastern, depending on the day. And you can find me here every other Wednesday night, playing Cuddlesworth, the barbarian that throws people really hard. And Bellinor is currently debating whether or not to make a deal with Zabulba to stop crying about his goddamn dead fiance.
oh my goodness, that is so funny. Happy birthday, Slayer. Our Slayer, one of our other players, is 44 today.
Heck yeah.
All right. Let's go with Christian next.
Everybody, temporary hit points here. I play Mint, the Goblin Bloodline Paladin Oath of the Dragon, who now has a pseudo dragon companion. Very excited about that. Her name is Brenna Logie, which translates to burn fire. And his personal crisis right now is probably going to be trying to figure out how he's going to take care of this thing. And making sure that he,
It's like, I'm
helps
a
it grow
parent.
up big and strong. Yeah, and yeah, and I think that's pretty much it right now. Other than that, he's just really focused on following this road.
Okay. Oh, and also, and I didn't say this, but your pseudo dragon will have an initiative order in combat.
Ooh, cool.
They'll share yours.
Okay.
Okay. Kel, you are next.
All right, time for the monologue.
Yeah. Take a deep breath.
Yeah. Pretty much. Hey guys, again, I'm Kel, also known as the Celtic Wyvern King. You can find me on Twitch and TikTok under the same. You can find me here every Monday for either Orlea Origins, where I play Kieran, the ASMR lore bard, or on the opposite Mondays from Warriors of Aria, where I play A, also currently known as Krenavode, the Jin Engineer, the Wind Rider / Starbreaker is what we're currently on. Every other Wednesday, find me on my channel for my Theros 5e campaign, A God's Challenge, where they're getting to an interesting point, and they're about to have a training montage, to say the least. Now, how enjoyable it'll be for the characters themselves, that's debatable. especially for the bard and the barbarian. They're probably got the most fun.
So funny.
Opposite Wednesdays, again, this will probably be in the new year because I'm still waiting on one player to finish up a campaign they're in, but I am starting a Surge campaign on my channel. Excuse me. Honor Regained. We're essentially a group, a special forces group, essentially has been framed for the murder of a foreign dignitary, and now they got to figure out who the hell framed him and why. On every other Thursday, including this this Thursday, you can find me back here for Reign of Vecna, where I play Meek, the Reborn Goliath Redemption Paladin. Try saying that 5 times fast. Where we're about to pull off a heist using nothing but pussycats. Because Nick, god damn it. Every other Friday, so not this Friday, but next Friday, you can find me back on my channel for a Stargate 5e campaign, where I actually have Lisa and Nick as my players for that one, as they're getting ready to go on a camping trip, where Brooke is going to start showing some of her mischievousness. And then on the opposite Fridays, after the new year, as they're currently on a holiday break on the channel, you can find me for a Walking Dead TTRPG over on Dinner and a Game. And then besides that, you can find me also here running one-shots occasionally. We just did a Jurassic Park one-shot where, for the first time in Jurassic Park history, no one fucking died.
Which was so fun and so disappointing.
Yeah, and there's but hey, at least a positive. There's a lot of funny merch that came out of it because Will, you actually fucking broke me with that one.
That was funny. Yeah, go check out the merch for that one. It's hilarious.
I actually ordered one of the mugs, one of my list mugs.
Yeah, I saw you post that.
Yeah, I totally ordered one. So, oh my goodness, yeah, go check out the merch for that because it was funny, so fun. All right, Lisa. Maybe.
Okay, I couldn't get it to unmute for a second. I'm Lisa, D&D Winterwolf on TikTok and Discord. Although Twitch is not like me and it has keeps dropping my people, my characters, so I'm about to delete my entire Twitch account and start over. So new name coming, but anyway, you can still find me on Discord. I had the great honor of playing Willow Rayvire, a Ladrin Druid. What she's thinking about is how much exactly does Kieran know about what happened? Because she doesn't remember. So what exactly does he know that's sort of upsetting to her? You can find me every Monday night here on Halfling Wizards channel for either Wind Riders of Aria or on the opposite or Origins as we were tonight, or on opposite Mondays, including the 16th next Monday for Wind Riders of Aria, where I play Katrina / Falcon, now pseudo pirate. That is a lot of fun. If y'all haven't checked that game out, it's amazing. Also on Halfling Wizards channel every other Wednesday for the Liminal Blink with Taryn, where I play Smoke, a Tabaxi Ranger. And then every other Friday, as Kel mentioned, Nick and I are in his Stargate campaign. We'll be back with that on the 20th. And then we have a crossover coming up. I don't know if we have a date for that yet, but we will be crossing over with Origins, which we played tonight. So the Stargate team is going to end up on Orlea, and I can't wait to see what happens there.
Okay, excellent. And of course, Nick.
Hello, everybody. I'm Nick. I played Varric Wolfspear Vigari, the Goliath Barbarian. You can find me here every other Monday. I'm trying to do this quick. Here every other Monday. Thursday for the Vecna campaign with Kellen. I'll play Nero Aspengard, the half-elf sorcerer, storm sorcery sorcerer. And then every other Friday, like they were mentioning, I'm on the Stargate campaign. You can find me at Professor Hexagon on basically every platform. I'm getting really into Blue Sky, and hopefully I start streaming here soon now that we're kind of getting the house all put together. But yeah, it's looking to be pretty good. And I think as far as Varric goes, after watching everything that's happened, he's wondering if he maybe shouldn't have signed the deal in any way, shape, or form. Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap! Oh crap!
Hindsight's 2020. Ain't no way out of that deal. All right. And of course, I am again Will, or the Halfling Wizard here at Halfling Wizard Productions, and the Chaos Facilitator for this awesome group. As they are all mentioning, yes, you can absolutely find a plethora of games happening here at HWP. If you go onto our Twitch page, there's a links place, a links link, which can take you to our YouTube, our merch channel, and it takes you to all the places. Yeah, if you aren't following us here, give us a follow. Hit that follow button. Also, if you're not, you can head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe. That'd be great, where you can see all of the previous episodes of Origins, Wind Riders, Vecna, Liminal Blink, and Queers. Of course, if you want, you can join our Discord. We're a pretty groovy bunch of folks. If you've ever wanted to run your own one-shot, we do have opportunities for people to do that. We have our Codex series where you can come in. You can pitch your idea, and if we can get players for you, we'll stream your one-shot, and you can be the DM and that sort of thing. Or if you want to be a player in one, and you're like, hey, I want to play in one. Does anyone want a DM? We'll work something out. We'll play that. With the Jurassic Park was in our Codex one-shot series. So we do a few of those. So yeah, join our Discord and we'll see what we can set up for you. Check out our merch store. We have a lot of merch that is like show specific, channel specific, and then some general stuff. But we have some really, really funny merch from a lot of our one shots. I think right now the most popular one has been the Murder Hobos 24. And that t-shirt's been our most popular. That one and Dragon Daddy Says Hey, that one's also been very popular. So go over and check it out. Like I said, I just got a mug from the Jurassic Park one shot. That's it's like a list, like a to-do list on it, and one says 1, coffee, 2, don't get eaten by a dinosaur. And it's super cute. So go check it out. And of course, it has our HWP logo on it and things of that. We're also raising money for the National Stuttering Association. So if you feel like being generous, please do give. All that money goes to them, and so we don't have to deal with that. Once all the money will go to that fundraiser. So yeah. And of course, anything you purchase, merchandise wise, subs wise, here, bits wise, all that money goes back into our channel. We just recently raised money to get one of our players in one of our other campaigns a new laptop, and all of our money goes to that to help out our players and DMs and all that. So any tips, donations, anything that you give to us directly, that's where that all goes back. And I think that's everything. I think we'll see you here next time with Wind Riders of Aria. And I think I don't think is Vecna this week.
Vecna's Thursday.
Okay, Vecna is third. Liminal Blink's not this week, right? Okay.
Yeah, Liminal is next week.
Okay. We got off there for a little while. Yeah.
Yep.
And then, of course, the crossover. Yes, we'll have our crossover. Be looking out for that. We'll be throwing that up on social medias. We'll be talking about it here on Twitch. We'll be throwing it up on TikTok. We'll be throwing it everywhere. Once we get the final thing settled, and that'll be between Kel and I. We'll get that all settled, and I'll put a graphic together, and we'll push it out. And come check it out. It'll be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
And a charity stream.
Yeah, it is a charity stream. It will be a charity stream. We have not decided which charity yet, but we will. That's another thing Kel and I have to do. So we'll figure that all out. But you'll get all that more of that information as we get closer to it. Because I don't want to throw too much out there yet. So be on the lookout for that. Cool. All right, I think that's everything. If I miss something, you'll have to catch it next time. But otherwise, y'all be groovy, and we love you all. Y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.